In today's video, I will be entering a game jam, and we have roughly a day to just start from beginning and then see what we can make. The theme is escape, and yeah, that's roughly it. The basic rules to not obviously do anything inappropriate, and it'll be judged in 4 categories: gameplay, graphics, audio, and how much it follows the theme. So my game idea, of course, following the theme, it'll be something to do with escape, and I thought, why not escape IKEA, right? But you can't do that without getting all of your items. So you need to go around the map and find the items you need. You have a list and you need to find the codes, and it'll have 2 numbers. It'll have the aisle and the location number. I don't know how much you have, if you've been to IKEA, but usually when you go around, you find what you want, and then at the end you go into a warehouse and you'll know where to go because the item you saw earlier will have the aisle and location number. And then when you got all of your items, you can go to the till and leave. Although the treacherous IKEA staff will be patrolling and then wanting you to not succeed, and if you get touched by one, you lose the game. So you'll have to get around stealthily. Although if you find the meatballs, you can throw them at the staff and they'll get temporarily stunned. So now we'll cut to me somewhere down the line of seeing how the game is going. So now in Unity, I've done the first things which the game needs. So starting off, we have, let me just quickly turn this off so it doesn't do anything. Starting off, we have the player movement. So now the player can obviously simply move around. Yeah, I know, AAA game already. But also, as I mentioned, you can throw potatoes? No, you can throw meatballs. 10 times better than potatoes. Well, I guess you can make... Anyway, no, that's sidetracked. Anyway, so throwing meatballs, but nothing you can throw meatballs at. So the IKEA stuff, you have the staff, and when it loads, so they're currently just wandering around, but if this grey circle shows kind of what they see, and if you go into their area, they will start to try and follow you. But if I throw a meatball at them, it stuns them for however long. I've currently got it for, yeah, I think like 3 seconds, but also I've got it so it's stacked. Next thing I need to do is, let me think, it'll probably be, after I fix that, it will be making it so you can actually find meatballs rather than just having an infinite supply. Add a bit more scarcity to ammo, as you could say, as well as making it so there's somewhere you can, like I said, with a warehouse, you want to enter a code and that'll give you the item. Got to make it so you can go and find that code somewhere in the map. So have an interface where they find a code and enter it. Or maybe actually I'm thinking a code might be quite bad just because essentially they can just guess it or whatever. So maybe they need like a key card. I think maybe what I'll do is actually they will need to get a key card and then use that key card to do that. Anyway, now we're gonna fast forward to when that's done. And welcome back. For you, it has probably been what, 2-3 seconds. For me, it has been maybe what, 14 hours. In between doing work, I actually did sleep a bit. As that time has passed, so has this timer, and wow, only 8 hours left, and I actually need to do something a bit later too, so I need to be done in the next 6 hours. That'll be fun. And already, wow, 23 entries already. Let's have a quick gander at what there are. Yeah, I'll hopefully have time to play this a bit. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what people have done. Anyway, but moving on to what I have done. Like I said, I have now made it so you can pick up the meatballs if you pick them up, as the little count thing to show you how many you actually have. But anyway, yeah, you can pick them up. I know, groundbreaking mechanics. But also, if you go over here, currently it's just a square, but you can enter the code. So I haven't wrote it, but it should say aisle and location, and then you will click check stop. That doesn't do anything. But what I next need to do is make it so there actually is a finish line, and then also I was going to say like maybe on the side there's a little like checklist of what you need to find, 5 items maybe. As you find those 5 items throughout the codes around the map, it will pop up then next to the thing. So then when you go over here, you just have to enter it and then click check stop, and then you've got it. You might wonder, oh, but you don't need to, if you just guess it, then it will be all good, but there are quite a few combinations, and I'm thinking maybe where this will be somewhere where there'll be a lot of the IKEA staff who obviously one touch, you lose. So you want to get here quick as possible, enter the correct combination and be as quick as possible. That will be it. Like I said, what I need to next do is have a finish line, and then after that I can start working on the map. And then after the map, it's just put down an area to find meatballs. Maybe it'll be like this, something what dispensers one, and you get one, and then it has maybe 5 seconds until it can dispense more. So there is unlimited, but not instantly. You have to keep on coming back. That'll be somewhere, this will be somewhere, and then I'll plop down a bunch of stuff around the map, and then I just need to have it somewhere so it can spawn a player, and then also a whole death event happening. But yeah, I'm gonna jump back to wherever I am. Okay, so compared to where you last saw, there's now a map. Not a very good one. It's basically just like an outline. I plan to obviously replace all these white boxes with actually something a bit more good to look at, and of course the floor won't just be the usual blue sky background. But anyway, yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like now. It is now technically playable, so you move around, and then these triangles currently are just what the furniture look like. You now know the code will be 621, and then that's the same for all the different furniture. So there's one up there which I've missed, but there we go, and then one over here which is 26, and there'll be other stuff as well, but again, this is just what the game mechanics look like on their own. And then over here, like before, you enter the code, and then here is the till. So you go over here, and then currently nothing happens because you haven't entered all the codes, but once you've entered all the codes, the door opened because you have everything what you need. All I need to do now is to place some of those IKEA stuff, add a bit more tension to the game, make it so when they touch you, you have to restart from the beginning. And then also, key bit of UI I need to add is in the top right, or at least somewhere on the screen, there'll be a checklist of all the items you need to find. That's what I need to do, and then after that, it'll basically be sort of finished. At least the playing of it will be finished. Like, you can start and finish. I need to add a menu. You can actually, rather than just booting up and it jumps you straight into the game, have a menu. And like before, I mentioned some sort of like a death screen pop up if you die, and also a win screen if you hopefully win. I need to add some meatball dispensers around. I decided I'll actually just do like a vending machine instead of an actual kitchen. After I've done all that, I will then get to start replacing all these assets rather than just shapes and basic colors. Hopefully it'll look like a bit more of a actual IKEA. Nothing crazy, because A, I'm terrible at art, and B, just because I think, you know, crappy looking stuff you've done in like paint, it looks a bit more iconic. Also, add some sound effects, so I'm probably going to go to the asset store and get some simple kind of like button clicking kind of things, as well as this is I'm not too sure yet, but I'm planning to have all the IKEA stuff, you know, when they come up to you, and if they get you, maybe they say, you know, oh, can I help you with anything, or anything cliche a retail person will ask you as they kill you in this scenario. So now I've said what I plan to do, let's see if it actually happens. As you can see, a lot has changed. It's a lot more colourful. Maybe not the best colours ever, but with only like a few, maybe I think it's like an hour left until the game jam's over, I thought, you know what, as I said before, my art skills are terrible, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Saying that, I will show you what I've changed. Quite a lot actually. Starting off, like I obviously said, crappy art, you know, just shapes of just, at least the building is more just change colour. I've added like little sprites for the furniture you find, as well as the character and the staff. Her vending machine is, I don't know if that looks like a vending machine or not. Anyway, I've had the little arrows that they have in the store. The warehouse and the checkout have something a bit more different. The UI is quite a bit different, at least that has a checklist of what you need to find, and then if you find it, it says found next to it, and then you know that you're ready to leave. So let's just go and get a meatball. Let's go around. That hasn't changed really, but another thing that has changed is these guys. If you go near them and they start chasing you, they should start saying hey, like it says on the shirt. I haven't actually drawn that, could have probably done that, but anyway. Then I go, and then I die, and it's red. Then if you win, it's the same but green, and both let you play again or exit. Anyway, so that's it. We're gonna fast forward to me seeing kind of score I got. It's now been a few days and the results are in. To no surprise, I didn't get that #1 spot. But overall, I've had fun. I think I learned a bit, and I'm kind of surprised actually if I didn't do the worst in graphics or audio. The fact that people gave it more than a star surprises me. In the future, I hope to do more game jams and really improve on my skills. So all I have left is to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Thanks, goodbye.